gosh. Oh, it has been so long since I filmed a video. I feel so weird. This is not just any video, this is like my most crazy video ever. Okay, I'm ready.
Nothing like this before in my life. Oh, I ain't seen nothing like this before in my life. Oh, I ain't seen nothing like this before in my life. Hold me close, I need you so, I want you in my dreams. Hold me close, I need you so, I want you in my dreams. You see, I've come a long way for you, my love. You see, I've come a long way for you, my love. You see, I've come a long way for you, my love. You see, I've come a long way with you.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alannah Nicole Smith, and as you can probably tell by the start of this video, oh my god, I can't believe this is actually real life. I am pregnant. That is the reason for my lack of videos over the last 6 months. I really apologize. I did not intend for that to happen at all, but yeah, I have been so sick and I just have not been able to film a video. So basically I just wanted to sit down and film this video just to show you where I've been, why I haven't uploaded any videos. I've been so sick and I still am sick. I'm currently 23 weeks pregnant as of tomorrow. So next week we are 6 months into this pregnancy already. It is just, oh my god, it's so surreal saying those words out loud. Like I just can't even begin to explain that there's a baby inside of me. Like, how weird is that? What is happening? You'd think I'd be used to the fact by now, but I'm still like every day, like, oh my god. So I thought I'll make this video, finally put something on YouTube. I really didn't want to have a baby and then just be done with YouTube at all, because it is something I really enjoy and it's probably one of the only things that I've actually stuck to in life until now. But yeah, I just really wanted to make this video to make my big YouTube comeback to my 62 subscribers, which I appreciate each and every one of you for not unsubscribing, considering I haven't uploaded a video in 6 months. Thank you for that. So we found out when I was about 5 weeks pregnant, I think it was. I actually didn't go to the doctor because I thought I was pregnant. Honestly, I had no idea. It was such a shock because Micah and I had been trying on and off for the last 6 years, and I honestly, like deep down, and I've always thought this, but I honestly thought I couldn't have kids. It's just something that I've always had in the back of my head, and I just really believed I couldn't imagine myself as a mum. Even though I love kids so much, I never thought it would happen for me. Especially the fact that we'd tried on and off for 6 years. Like, we weren't super serious about it. It was kind of like, if it happens, that's amazing. We were gonna be so happy, but if it didn't, we weren't too worried either. We were just gonna kind of keep living our lives and then maybe later on start wondering why, but we hadn't gone to the doctors or anything to find out why we weren't conceiving or anything like that. We did really try. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? A couple of years ago now, we wanted one more than ever, and one of the main reasons for that was because, holy shit, did not expect to get emotional about this right now. One of the main reasons for that was because Micah's mum was really sick and she wanted nothing more in the world to have a grandchild. Like, she would ask me every time she held a baby, she'd be like, Lana, please. And I'd say, I'm trying. But even my mum was like, at one point, had the audacity to ask me if we were doing it right. She's like, are you sure you know what you're doing? Like, are you actually doing it right? I'm like, yes. I think I know how the birds and the bees work. Yeah, unfortunately, that never happened for us to get the chance to give Micah's mum a grandchild, and it was actually crazy. It was almost to the day that Tanya had passed away 1 year before, and it was also my mum's birthday that we found out. How we actually found out was so random. Like, I had this lump on my neck that I was really concerned about, and it was just, it had come out of nowhere. It wasn't painful or anything, but it was like this huge lump. So I'd gone to the doctor to get it checked out, and she got me to do an ultrasound on it. So I went and got that done, and the results had just said that it was basically just an enlarged lymph node and everything was fine. And I'd actually planned to get a pap smear on that day as well. My doctor had asked me when my last period was. I said that it's a couple of weeks late, but that's not unusual for me at all. And so Micah was at work when I was at this doctor's appointment, and she asked me if I wanted to take a pregnancy test. And I've taken so many pregnancy tests over the years, and obviously every single one I've had was negative. So I was like, yeah, sure. Like, it's gonna be negative. I know it's gonna be negative. And she's like, oh, well, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I'm like, okay. So I did the test, and I was waiting in the room with her, and she's picked up the phone while the nurse was checking the test. She said dipstick, and then she hung up the phone, and then she weighed me, and then I sat back down. Meanwhile, I was just sitting here like, you know, completely oblivious to the situation. And I said to her, I'm fully expecting this to be negative, like 100%. And then she's like, oh, this level, I forget what it was, but she said something was really high in the tests that they did, and it was also a positive pregnancy test. And I was like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, it was a positive pregnancy test. And I'm just sitting there in her little doctor's room like, wait, what? Then she started saying to me all these things like, start having folic acid now, and, you know, elevate, rah rah. I was just like, I was in shock. I was sitting there, let me tell you, just like, it was so surreal. And I don't think I'll ever forget those words that she said to me that day. It was a positive pregnancy test. Even now, I'm still like, she really said that? So I've walked home from the doctor's, and Micah's called me because he was going to come home before he went to another job. And I didn't want him to ask me, because I said to him just randomly before I left, like, oh, what if they get me to do a pregnancy test? Not even thinking they would, and not even thinking it would be positive. So I'm like, hello? And he's like, so how'd it go? How was the ultrasound test? And I'm like, oh my God, completely forgotten about the ultrasound, the whole reason why I was there in the first place. And I was just like, yeah, that's fine. And then he was like, oh, well, I'll just go straight to work then. And I'm like, no, come home. And then he's like, okay. Because I was walking home, I had to get off the phone to him. I couldn't handle him finding that out on the phone. So I was like, I'm really thirsty. I've got to go, bye. And that's the only thing I could think of to get out of that conversation. I was really thirsty. Not that anything I could have done on that walk home would have helped. I remember walking home the whole way there. I was just literally like, my hands were in front of me like this, and I was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And this old man on this mobile scooter drives past me. He's like, morning. And I was like, morning. Oh my God. Oh my God. Out loud. Oh my God. And yeah, I got home. I filmed this little video. I don't think it's literally minutes after me finding out that I was pregnant, and I looked absolutely terrible. And this was me trying to explain to you guys that I was pregnant while I was in a whole world of shock. Oh, you guys. All right, I look terrible. I just got back from the doctor's. Oh my God. Let me start from the start. I've been feeling the worst lately. All right, let's just get to it. I've got to film this before Mikey gets home. I just went to the doctor's, and they, I can't even say it. Oh my God, they told me I'm pregnant. Micah has no idea. And I feel so bad that the doctor found out before he did. He rang me to see how I went at the doctor's, and I was trying to get off the phone really quick to him, and I just didn't want him to be like, oh, did they do a pregnancy test? Because I didn't want to tell him on the phone, but he's on his way home now. Holy shit. I need water. Oh my god. There's a baby inside of me. Oh my god, he's home. Oh my god, oh my god. Wish me luck, holy shit. Okay, oh my god. But yeah, I got home, and then Micah gets home, and I'm just like, holy shit. I can hear the garage door opening, and I'm stressing, thinking, oh my god, how am I gonna tell him this? I wanted to do something like nice for him to surprise him, but he came home like so quickly. It was literally minutes after I got home, so that kind of ruined that idea. And I told him, and we were just kind of sitting there like, well, what do we do now? Like, it's just crazy. But yeah, after that I got my dating scan, and I started to feel quite sick as well, so that was kind of disappointing. And then what was more disappointing, the doctor originally thought that I'd be about 8 weeks pregnant, but when I went to the dating scan, they were like, oh, you're 5 weeks and 5 days. For one, rude. For two, man, like I felt like I had to do like an extra 3 weeks of feeling really crap. But yeah, pretty much straight after that, I started to get really, really bad morning sickness. From morning to nighttime, I'd have nausea, I'd be throwing up random times of the day, random foods. I completely lost my appetite. I couldn't eat dinner for the first, probably, I'd say 10 weeks, I think it might have been. Even longer, it could have even been like 14 weeks. I couldn't have like meats and stuff. Everything just made me feel so sick. And I tried like a range of different things. I tried ginger, I tried orange juice in the morning, I tried crackers before you even stand up, everything. It's like this automatic thing that my body does. As soon as I get up in the morning, I'm just sick straight away. It's just, absolutely horrible. Yeah, so I've tried a few different anti-nausea tablets. The one at the moment that I've used the longest is, I think it's pronounced ondansetron. It's quite a strong anti-nausea tablet. It wasn't even working in the beginning. Like, I'd still be sick every single day. But then in the last probably 4 weeks, it's actually started to work, which has just been amazing. I'm not sick every day anymore, but just randomly I will be sick still, and I still have nausea every single day. That's one of the hardest things to deal with. I think the loss of appetite is as well, because you've got to force yourself to eat stuff which makes you feel quite sick. It's been hard. Like, I had no idea. I thought if I ever would get pregnant, I would love it. I'd love being the pregnant lady. Like, life would be magical. Unicorns, you know, you see those girls on Insta and they're like, I have not been sick once. I'm loving life. Pregnant life is just the best. These girls all online that you just see loving life pregnant, and I'm like, why does no one else get it? It's as bad as me. I don't see anyone sick like I am, and I feel like I've done something wrong to be sick like this all the time, but it's really, like, it doesn't discriminate. It's just, it's, you know, you're just unlucky basically. And if you don't get morning sickness or don't throw up at all, you should just be very thankful and very happy. It's really disappointing to still have morning sickness at nearly 6 months pregnant. I'm assuming at this point of my pregnancy that it's probably going to hang around for the whole entire thing, which is really disheartening. I was really looking forward to my second trimester, which was obviously like after 12 weeks. I was really looking forward to that and feeling better, but it didn't really change anything. I would say that I'm like 40% better. Like, I can eat dinner and stuff now most nights. Sometimes it tries to come back up, but what are you gonna do? It's just, you know, it's not forever. That's what I keep telling myself. It's not forever. And surprisingly, some of the days have taken so long. Like, some of the days felt like they were going on forever, and I felt like I was going to be pregnant forever. But to think that I'm already 6 months pregnant next week, I only have like a few months left, is just absolutely mind-blowing. And in the scheme of things, it really has gone fast. And I know once I have the baby, I will be feeling back to my normal self. I cannot wait to just eat food and not be sick. Like, it's just, the things you take for granted when you don't have morning sickness is just crazy. By the way, who the hell called it morning sickness? Because that's not true. It is an all-day thing for me. I wish it was just you threw up in the morning and then you were fine for the rest of the day. Oh my God, I would take that for sure. I don't like throwing up whatsoever, but I would take that. But it's not like that at all. It's so much harder than what I ever expected. But it is rewarding to think, after all this, making my own little baby, like, how cool is that? I'm so excited. Like, I think it's really fun watching the bump grow. Like, every week, one of my friends and I, we work together and we measure out how much the baby would be by now. We get the ruler and we see how long the baby should be. Last week it should be about 29 centimeters long. That just freaking blew my, that's from like the crown of its head to its heel. It's almost a school ruler length. We weigh things, I think one week it was like a stapler, 2 highlighters and a few paper clips. But it's just really fun to see how the baby's growing, and it's crazy to see how fast the baby grows. It's insane. And also, by the way, we don't know if it's a boy or a girl too, so we're gonna keep that a surprise for us and for everyone until it's born, which is quite crazy. Like, it's quite scary doing that for your first child. You know, it's hard finding stuff to buy, but I think it'll be worth it. Like, I'm really, really excited to get that final surprise once the baby's actually born. Especially because you got to go through hell to get it out. So having that surprise at the end might really motivate me. In the moment, I'm hoping, because I'm just going to be like so excited to get this baby out of me. Micah has just been, honestly, don't think I could have had a better partner to go through this with. Like, Micah has been so incredibly patient, caring, thoughtful, kind, just I can't even describe how good he's been, especially because I've been so sick. Like, I'm quite a dramatic person and I complain a lot, which is really something I need to work on. But he's just been there for me, just better than I could have ever hoped or ever expected him to be. And I'm so, so grateful for him. Honestly, there's no way I could have got through this without him. No way at all. Even though it grosses him out when I throw up and he has to walk outside. He's been the best, and I'm just forever grateful for that. I think if you've got morning sickness that's really bad, or you're really, really struggling with pregnancy, I think the main thing is just to know that it's okay to be like this. Not everyone has a good pregnancy, and so many people are the same as you and going through it really, really hard. I just couldn't even imagine if I'd already had a toddler or something and felt like this. Like, those people were the real heroes that deal with morning sickness. They already have other children and are dealing with this as well. It's definitely okay not to feel okay, and I think the main thing is just to try not to force yourself to do anything that's going to make you feel really sick, like eat a certain way or whatever, because you've got the rest of your pregnancy to eat healthy. I mean, I'm no doctor, I shouldn't be giving advice or anything, but I think you just need to get through it. Just each day, just get through it and do your best, and stop Googling. That's probably the main thing. Stop Googling. Googling is like the worst thing you can do, even when you're not pregnant. Like, people go through some shit, but it's not usually going to be what you're going through as well. And I think the last point would be just to remind yourself it's not forever. That's just one thing that's really helped me, is I keep telling myself it's not forever. Once I have the baby, I'm going to be feeling great again. Like, that's another motivation to get through labor. I'm terrified about labor, don't get me wrong at all. But I'm using that as motivation to be like, well, as soon as I get this baby out of me, hopefully I should be feeling great. Like, aside from the stuff you have to go through after labor, feeling in yourself, you should feel a lot better. Well, that's what I'm hoping anyway. I mean, this is my first kid, what do I know? It'll be really cool to be able to do more than just makeup videos. Like, I want to do some more about the pregnancy, and, you know, I want to do like the what's in my hospital bag video eventually, and all those kind of ones that mums do. It's so fun. I love watching those kind of videos, and I love when someone I follow has a baby. Like, it's the most exciting thing in the world. But I think I'm gonna leave the video there. I've been filming for about 45 minutes and I don't know how I'm gonna cut this down at all, because it was only supposed to be like a 15-minute video. So that's gonna be really fun to edit. It definitely won't be 6 months before I post my next video. I'm gonna have a child in 6 months. Like, before 6 months, but like 6 months from now I'm gonna have a 3-month-old. Oh my god. Don't forget to like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and want to come along this adventure with me, winging pregnancy and parenting. That sounds like a book. I'm gonna write a book. Winging pregnancy and parenting. I think the way my pregnancy has gone so far, I don't have any advice for someone, because I haven't left the house in about 6 months, it feels like, apart from going to work. The next video I think I'll post is a makeup video that I filmed before I found out I was pregnant. It was so long ago, but I'm starting a series, so I kind of want to keep that video. So that's probably going to be the next one I upload, and don't worry, it won't take another 6 months. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you've watched this far, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!